recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Reed. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go play action with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off. Good. Tempo.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Sermon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10 to 9. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Myers' kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver.
And now it's second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
He's got it at the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Carson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Play action. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the mic. Rock 57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It returns it right back to Samuel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
In the fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Garoppolo again. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd down and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. That's
complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing now is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.